Hello everyone, Alex here. As you read in the title, this is a tutorial to animate a sprite sheet. For this tutorial, I will use a sprite sheet of a chicken. Credits to Pixel Plant. The link is in the description. This sprite sheet is 4x4 and it doesn't have any more specifications, but I think we can figure them out. Let's open Godot and create a new project. Alright, I will create a couple of folders. The first one is for assets and the second one is for sprite sheets. I will drag the sprite sheet inside the folder. Let's add a 2D root node and rename it to chicken. So if we use the sprite sheet as it is right now, we can notice that there is something that is blurring the image. To fix it, let's select our sprite sheet and go to the import tab. We have to uncheck this filter flag and re-import it. As we can see, now it's showing the image correctly. Okay, I will add a new child node. Let's search for Sprite and add it to the scene. We can drag our sprite sheet to the texture field of the sprite node. Now we can set up the sprite. In the animation drop down, we can set 4 H frames and 4 B frames for this sprite sheet. After this, let's add another child node. This time we need an animation player. Let's create our first animation by clicking this button and select new. Thanks to Pixel Plant, we know there are 4 different animations: chicken strut, chicken feed, chicken rest, and chicken run. So the first one is going to be strut. Alright, let's take a look at the sprite sheet. The first row is for the strut animation, the second one is for the chicken feed and the chicken rest, and the last row is for the chicken run animation. We don't have enough information regarding the time required between frames, so after testing a while, I came up with 0.3 seconds for each frame. Let's change the time for this first animation. We have 4 frames by 0.3 seconds, so the total time is 1.2 seconds. Now let's select the sprite node and create a new track by clicking on this key. As you can see, the frame property took one step forward, but the timeline didn't. This usually happens the first time we add a new track. So let's step back one frame and insert the key again. This time, the timeline stepped forward as well as the frame. Let's add the remaining frames for this animation. To see the result, rewind the animation and play it. To have a better look, let's click on this arrows icon to loop it. Let's repeat the process for the second animation, chicken feed. .3 seconds last every frame and 1.2 seconds total. The first frame for this animation is the fourth one, and let's step back one frame and add the remaining frames. The next one is chicken rest. At the end of this animation, our chicken lays down on the floor and stays here to rest. I think we can create another animation for our chicken to get up. we can use the exact same frames but backward. So let's start with the last frame of the rest animation, the 11th. Step back and add it again, then the 10th, 9th, and the 8th frame. In this animation, our chicken gets up. The last one is the running animation. I have already set the animation, but I don't like the final result. So I will do a couple of things after removing this animation. I will create another animation for when the chicken starts running. It will contain only the first frame of the running animation and it will last 0.3 seconds. Then I will add another animation. I will set 0.1 second for the time between frames and 0.3 seconds for the total time. It looks much better this way. This is it. Now we have the complete set of animations for our chicken. In the next tutorial, I will show you how to create a finite state machine to connect all the animations and call them from the code. See ya!